Everybody, it's Elizabeth Coopersmith with Elizabeth Coopersmith Consulting, and welcome to Tech Tutorial Monday. And so today is going to be a little less online tech, a little bit more on the ground tech. Basically what happened is, like half of the other event pros out there, I had my April wedding postponed until August. But what had happened was that my couple had already gotten their marriage license, which expired in July. So I said to them, since I've been officiating weddings for a while, I said, okay, well, what I can do is I can give you a legal ceremony. So you'll be legally married. And then you can have your big ceremony and your big party in August. But at least you wouldn't be wasting your marriage license, because you can't just turn them in and get a new one. It's a whole process where it expires and it's gone, and you've got to throw another $100, $200 at the county recorder's office to get another one. So I was talking to a few other wedding pros, and they're like, yeah, my couple's in the same situation. And I thought, it is actually relatively easy to get licensed to officiate a wedding. And it's you've got to be a little careful, but it's relatively easy to fill out a marriage license. So I thought that I would do a short tutorial on that. So if you are in the same situation, then you can help your couples out and maybe make a few extra bucks once this whole mishigas is over. So I bring you officiating for wedding pros. So to have a legal wedding ceremony in California, I'm in California, so these rules apply to my state. So if you are out of California, go ahead and check with your own state for those rules. You need basically 5 things need to happen. You need to have a marriage license. You have to have a marriage license to be legally married. If you don't have a license, your couple doesn't have a license, and they are in California or in the Los Angeles area, give me a call and I can send you to a couple of people who actually issue marriage licenses outside of the county recorder's office, which is definitely closed. County recorder's office closed for the duration, but I do know some people who can issue a license, so let me know. And you need a officiant who can perform ceremonies and a witness or 2. So you have to have, it's basically 4 people have to be in the vicinity, hopefully within 6 feet of each other. But this is what makes it legal, is that you've got these 4 people who are in a place who are witnessing the couple's marriage. So the couple has to answer the officiant's question, are you here of your own free will with the intent to be married to each other? It's just that simple. I know we do vows, we do other things to make it part of the big wedding, but this is literally the one question they need to answer. And then at that point, the officiant says, by the power vested in me in the state of California, I now pronounce you married. And then the 5th and last thing is the officiant and witnesses sign the marriage license. The couple would have already signed the license when they had it issued to them. And the officiant takes it, mails it with 2 stamps, and then you're good to go. So, how to get ordained. I went through the Universal Life Church. It was really simple and easy. I did this a few years ago. I did it, first of all, just in case I needed to sign a license if the officiant didn't show up at any of my weddings, which never happened. But then I thought, hey, this is kind of cool. And it was like, again, as I said, like a nice side gig. And so I signed up for the Universal Life Church, and it's like 5 minutes. You give them your name, you give them your address. They say, yay, you're ordained. They send you an email. They send you a certificate, and you're good to go. What I do also want to do before I do the whole dangers, because there are some dangers, there are mistakes that have been made, is show you what the license actually looks like so you get a better idea of what it is that I'm talking about. So this is a copy of the customer copy that I made sometime last year. It's basically to practice on, which can be a really good idea. You'll see. So all the stuff that's crossed out are things that you're not going to have to worry about. That's already going to be filled out once you, the officiant, get the license. What you need to worry about is the bottom part of the license, starting with 26A. So just to sort of run you through this, you've got the signature of a witness. It's just the first part. It's the 26's signature, name, address, and then the 27 is the second witness if there is one. If there isn't one, you can leave it blank. It's fine. And then actually also and then the signature of the witness, the address, name of the person, all of that, and then the date of the ceremony, the city, town of marriage, the county of marriage, the signature of the person solemnizing the marriage, the religious denomination, the name of the person solemnizing marriage. That's a weird word. And the official title, and then their address, basically. So your address. So all of the stuff. 29 is or 20, 28 and 29 are you. So going back to this and the danger sign. So use a black pen. Always ask the signers to stay within the box. So as you saw, those boxes are kind of small, but they need to stay within them. So just miniaturize their signatures, miniaturize their print, just to stay within the boxes. And I know it's very sort of detailed, but just trust me. Explain, guide them as to which box is which. I've just found if you just sort of say, okay, so this is where you put your name, and this is where you put your signature, and right there, this is where you put your address. It goes a little bit easier, because there have been times when people are like, oh, okay, I'm going to sign it, and they don't see exactly which is which. As you saw, it's not particularly linear the way it goes, so just guide people. And then no cross-outs. You cannot cross out anything. You can't cross out names. You can't cross out anything and replace it. It all has to be done once, because if there are any mistakes, as I say here, the license will be rejected. And sent back. And sent back is this whole thing where they send it back and they're like, hey, this is a mistake and you need to do this, this, and that. And then the couple is going to have to get a hold of you to re-sign another version of the license, and then there's more fees and stuff like that. So it's better if you just do it right the first time. And then basically, just to recap what your part is, it starts with 28 and you putting in the date of the marriage in this format. So basically for today it would be 03-23-2020. The city, town of marriage would be Los Angeles if you're not Los Angeles, but you can also do something like, I live in Pasadena, so you can I would actually be able to put Pasadena if the marriage was taking place in Pasadena. County of marriage, again, if you're in Los Angeles, it'd be Los Angeles County. If you're in Santa Barbara, Ventura, but whatever county you're in. And then the signature of the person solemnizing marriage, which is you put your signature in, keep it in the box. And you should see when I sign these things, like the signature's so tiny because I'm trying to be careful. Religious denomination. With Universal Life Church, I usually just put Universal Life Church in there. And then name of person solemnizing marriage, print your name. Official title, I use minister because I'm a minister of the Universal Life Church. And then your address, so just your complete address. And then let's see if I do have a little bit of time, so let's go look at this again. At the license again. So again, date of marriage. It tells you on here how to do the format. City, state, county of marriage, signature, all of this stuff. So you are personally responsible for 28 through 29. And then after the ceremony, take the license, again, legally responsible for it. You are legally responsible for it. Scan the signed license and email it to the couple, or if you don't have a scanner, take a picture of it with your phone and just send it to them. I just like them to have the signed copy of it because it has all that information. And then when you mail it out back to the county recorder's office in the brown envelope, put 2 stamps on it. So if you have any questions, this presentation is going to be on my, this presentation is going to be on my website. And then also if you have any questions, you can DM me or email me at elizabethcoopersmith@gmail.com. Thank you.